Hello, hello, hello. I didn't actually change the title, did I? Let me change that at the moment. This needs to be, sorry. Illy. Boop. Done. There we go. A little too quick there. I got confused. Just, let me make sure my stuff's running. Yeah, there we go. I got confused with this because this is on Bedrock, not on Java for this world. So I had to update my skin, and I had to make sure I knew how to get the world installed too. Actually, did I close? I hope I didn't close it because it took me a while to find it. Yeah, it's still here. It's just... Ugh. Yeah. Just takes a little more work than the other one does. I think my skin's there, though. I launched it from somewhere else, so... Psh. And the world wasn't like a world file, it was a world that I had to drag and drop into the thing, I think. I hope that won't be a problem for the next ones, because, like, I do kind of need to, load some of the other maps through here, and there at least is one other map. Hopefully there's not any more than one, because it's a little confusing how to do it, but, yeah. Anyways, we have a new candy here, and this one's actually a candy. The other one, don't even know if it constitutes as a candy, but this one is definitely constituting here. Cowtails. That was the random one I got. And yes, I'm removing them each time, so hopefully that, I don't know what this is, but it looked interesting when I got it. Back when I got it. Looks like a Tootsie Roll, almost. It just looks like a Tootsie Roll. Is this just a Tootsie Roll? I think this is just a Tootsie Roll. We'll see. I mean, it's more of a brownie than a Tootsie Roll. Also, it just tastes like the, if you've ever had those, what are they called? Cosmic brownies? If you've ever had that, it kind of tastes like that. But, I mean, it's not as chewy as it's nothing like a Tootsie Roll. Nothing like a Tootsie Roll, actually. It just tastes like a Cosmic Brownie, just a little bit different, because obviously you don't have, like, the little sugar pieces in it, but, it's just kind of what it tastes like. I don't know if I taste the caramel that much. A little bit interesting, though. Definitely. I didn't know what to expect when I got this, I guess, or when I was gonna eat it now. but it's kind of good. Not as good as the fig though. I think the fig part tasted a little more. I don't know. Now that one was a cherry flavor though. This one's. I don't think so. I like the brownie taste to it. I don't know if I think there are other types of brownie flavoring or flavor that I gravitate towards a little bit more, but it is still pretty good. Just, I'd say my favorite thus far has been the baked bar one, which is weird. But for some reason that was part of the things I had for the candy, so. I'm beginning to think Thank you. Thank you, Jizzle. Sorry if it's a little... Hope your day's going well, too. We're just trying out the candy first, and then I'll be going on to Minecraft Bedrock for a bit, testing out the world. I'm going through a bunch of different custom maps today. Yeah, my name's partially related to that move in Pokemon, but half of my name I didn't come up with because of that. Half of it I just used that username before. I don't know if I mentioned it. Back in Titanfall is where I originally used Draco, which was just the name I used to do. But then I added Draco, or I added meter to it, and then, you know, it kind of also was a thing in Pokemon, so, like, ever since then I've been using it. Yeah. Titanfall is one of the games I played a lot before. I think before I even did stuff on YouTube, I played a lot of it. But yeah, it's the game, I think it's related to like Apex and stuff, or at least the same developers. Which I don't know, like, as far as the player base is concerned, if there's more people that have played that, but it's a pretty fun game. Okay, so I got done with the candy here. I'm gonna get the survival world up, and we can have that going while we're doing stuff. Actually, already have it going. I think you can hear the music for it. So we'll prefix this with the survivor world here being that, so this is a custom map. It's made by ANGaming. It's on Bedrock. Some of the other ones I play, or the last one I played was on Java Edition, but this one is a Bedrock world. So I'm going to go in and test it, see how this goes. During online play, it's not rated. Proceed. I don't know if this is, hopefully this isn't online, but it could be. As far as I'm aware, these are single-player worlds. But I haven't played on Bedrock in a long time. Okay, return. How does this work? So, if I just read the description real quick, just to give a little better idea about what the map's going to be. Basically, this is a horror map, a scary map at least, and it's on Minecraft Bedrock. It is My Survival World. It says short horror map. So it's going to be a short horror map. It's based in MCPE, and it's supposed to take on the idea of your survival world, and then I suppose some stuff is going to be happening within your survival world that you would have had when you played Minecraft. My survival world. Short horror map. I will say this too. I've played a lot of Java-based Minecraft maps, but I really haven't played anything on Bedrock as far as custom maps are concerned. I've played, I think in the past I even did a video for this back on my main channel, a Sonic, if I'm not mistaken, based world that they had, but on Bedrock, and that was more of like a within the marketplace stuff, but this is a map that I downloaded off of a website, so a little bit different than that, but I'm interested to see how different it is. Follow the dirt path that leads to your house. I forgot about the player sway here. It's a bit of a difference from Java. I think this is on Minecraft version 1.19? Question mark? Said 1.19 plus, at least. My house. I like the new music they've added. I don't know how many new tracks there's been since I last played it, or if there are any of you that are going to be watching this either in the future or currently that have seen any of the stuff I've done with Minecraft. I can't remember what version I last played on, like when I did something. Whether or not that we're talking about Bedrock or Java even. Okay, so it just said follow the dirt path that leads to your house, but it didn't really say what to do at the house. So I have farmland and farms. And then we have mine. So reading in the story stuff, it does say something about the mine. Alright, take a wood hoe in the chest. Let's go ahead and take a hoe. Okay. Do I need anything else? Get 21 wheat from the farmland. Alright. We will do that. Do we go up here? Alright. I can't remember, what was the rule? Like, there's different tools and stuff, and there's different rules for tools. Like, some tools you'll want to make out of, like, diamond tool and, diamond, stone, and iron. I don't know how many you'd actually make out of gold, though. Weren't hoes mostly made, or recommended to make out of, like, lower quality materials, like wood and, I guess if you have an iron farm, iron, and maybe stone, because cobble generators and stuff. So I need to get 21. Do I replant it? No, I do not. I can't tell if this is the custom map or if this is... I'm going to assume it's not the custom map doing the music and stuff, because it is for your survival world, so I don't know why I would think that the custom map even needs to have custom music or anything playing with it. Alright, go back to your house and make 7 bread. 21, 7. Okay. Because everything's normal. Wait, are we playing on multiplayer? It did say multiplayer at the end. Wait, no, not hate bit. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It said make wheat. There we go. That's weird. It makes it when I click it over here. I'm used to it just putting it in here and not making it afterwards. Okay, that would be a little bad if it was like in Java. The only thing I wouldn't like about that is that if I accidentally clicked on something and crafted the wrong thing, like I just did there, and I couldn't uncraft it, ooh, that would be bad. Take an iron pickaxe in the chest and go to the mine. Alright. Are you sure I shouldn't have like a sword or something on me? I just feel like I should have a sword on me when I go anywhere. I'm gonna take the iron one for sure. I mean, maybe I should have took an axe. Axes do more damage than swords. Plus you don't have any of the sweeping issues, which like if I'm fighting different mobs, you might have issues with that. Sometimes it's just a little bit of damage, but other times it's like you don't really want to deal damage to mobs and things too. Depends off your, depends on whether or not you're trying to do farming or if you're in different areas and you don't want to aggro stuff. Mine 2 diamonds. Not just 1. 2. Now the question is, does it want me to get 2 diamonds? Or does it want me to mine 2 diamond block? Or 2 diamond veins? Ores, I guess. They're veins, they're not really ore, right? 1, 2. Alright. 2 veins. Back to your house. Oh, I see what this is. I definitely needed the sword for that. It's interesting. I didn't expect... So, it doesn't say anything, like, related to Herobrine in this. So I wasn't sure if that would be what this is. I was kind of interested if it would be, like, what it would be about. But, definitely makes sense. I'll say that. Oh, and can I... I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't need sprinting. I mean, I have it. Or you know what? Let me do it. Let me do it, but let me switch over real quick. So... I just want to change my, not controller, but keyboard. I want to do my binding for my sprint. I always change that. And I haven't done it on here yet. So let's do that. Bam. Boom. And escape does get me out of that too. Which is good because it won't take me into the inventory menu. If for any of those of you who are like OG beginning and stuff of Minecraft, you might know this. You used to open up your inventory not with the E button, but with the I button. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Alright, so honestly, that was nice and short. I mean, we didn't die or anything, and... TD return to open chat. How do I... Thanks for... Okay, here we are, here we are. So what happens when I do this? Map tour. So we can look around the map here. Just a little bit. Pretty standard. Pretty standard, like, buildings and stuff here around the map. I like the style of this. I will say... the objective system, however that's working on here, because I'm just not familiar with Bedrock, I think I need my render distance to be down or something. It's too high. Let me do something about that, just because we're going to go in. The next one's going to be another one of these bedrock. Also, we're on peaceful here. Spawn radius, respawn radius 5. Is that something for here? Creator video. Wait, camera perspective? I can do third person. And none of that's relevant to the render distance, though, which I thought... Isn't render distance something? Oh yeah, render distance, 96 chunks, my... Oh, and ray tracing's on here. I'm going to turn that on if I can. It'll be edited while playing in ray trace capable world. Oh, I have to have a world on. 96 chunks! I'm surprised I'm streaming this at 96 chunks. Wow. Why was it at 96? I only need, like... Technically, you only need 8. Maybe I'll put it on 12. Although, Bedrock's usually better, so I'm gonna do 15. For some reason. I don't know if it's better as it used to be, but I guess nowadays, like, and that stuff and whatnot. So yeah, my recommendation is if you do play on Bedrock, usually you can, I think, as far as I remember, you can have a higher render distance on Bedrock than you can on Java. But then again, the games have kind of gotten closer to each other. Still differences and stuff, but when it comes to Java, you probably want to have a lower render distance. I'd recommend, if you have the PC for it, 12 is probably about all you need. 16 maybe if you're playing a certain map that requires it. 8 is usually what's recommended on average. I wouldn't say anything less than that's what you would want to play with. Unless a map says to do that, which we might have to for a map, because sometimes it has fog and stuff. Anyways, I like this. This was a short and sweet little map. It was just straight to the point. I will say this though, I don't know why it looked like he died there. That was a little bit weird. I don't know if that was intended or not. Because in the other place, it just kind of teleported away with Herobrine there, but this one didn't. Or the first one didn't. He kind of died right here. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. Sometimes I know different things like that can happen as far as the stories and things go, so, you know, maybe that is a thing. Also, I'm noticing them rendering in and out. Should I have a higher render distance or chunks smaller in here? Okay, I don't know this about how chunks work now in the game. I mean, I know, like, they're a little more efficient in Bedrock as far as I was concerned. But, I feel like the chunks aren't loading the same. Or maybe some of the entities or something load a little differently. Maybe there's a render distance for entities instead of just for chunks too, because I mean, maybe that's how they make it more efficient. But that's not good if you have hostile mobs. Because if they don't all render, then that's going to be pretty bad. I'm going to put it up to 32. I'm going to put it up to 32 because I just feel like if we go into something here and then I'm not able to see an enemy or something, I don't really want to have to deal with that. So let us just put it up to 32 because I feel like we can do 32 relatively easily. Anyways, let's see how that does real quick. It's not an external game. I keep clicking the wrong one. Alright. Here we go. Let's see how the mobs do now. Where were they? Are they over here? Yeah, they're over here. Okay. What? Did they die? Oh no, they just... Okay. Anyways. So they... I think it's just the way it works. I don't think I'm controlling it through that setting in the video settings. Alright. The mine was pretty cool. The farming's pretty nice. Do we have any items here in the chest? Out of curiosity, can I do 3N or no? Can I do... Node... creative. So, was there an axe or something? No, there wasn't. Okay, well, I could have crafted whatever I wanted. Oh, and just for those of you who might not know, so it does say PE, right? I think Bedrock and PE have a lot of associations. Oh, and an additional thing too here is, I don't know, like, familiarity and stuff's concerned, but depending on if you played like the Xbox version or some of the gaming system versions, I can't remember if the PlayStation and Xbox are a little bit different. I think they are, but with the Xbox and the Bedrock, I think we're very closely related, depending on which version you play on. But the PE and stuff was always a little different too. There's so many differences between the versions, but they definitely have drawn some of the different elements from the different versions, right? Because I don't know if there are ever infinite worlds in PE, which is the mobile version of Minecraft. And also the Nether didn't used to be a thing in that either. Like, you had your Nether block that you would spawn in aspects from the Nether, but you didn't actually go to the Nether. So, you know, it's just interesting here playing in Bedrock here, because I haven't played in Bedrock in a long time. I think I played here maybe off stream once or twice, like I said with the Sonic stuff. I can't remember. I think I did that on stream. I think I streamed it. Not stream. Why am I saying stream? I did a video of it as I streamed the video too, and then recorded or whatever the thing is. But like, yeah, I didn't stream it. Anyways, let's get on to the next map then. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal that since I have that in my stuff here. But I'm gonna give a big thank you to ANGaming for this My Survival World on Bedrock. I'm gonna have to install the next one, because this one was already installed for me, so it might take me a little bit of time just to make sure. I think I know how to do it, but I'm gonna have to test it out and make sure it works as far as installing the Minecraft worlds in Bedrock. So it's gonna take me maybe a little bit of time. Good thing though is I have my skin sorted now. Might sort out some other things in the future next time if I come back to it, but our next map will be Until Mine Comes, and mine next stream will come very soon, so hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna end this one here, get everything sorted. We're gonna pick out another treat to eat. I'm doing them randomly, by the way. I mentioned this during the first one. You should see it like at the beginning of the VOD or whatever, but for that one I tried out a fig bar, a raspberry one. I was tasting candies, and I know that might not technically constitute as a candy, but it was part of the different candies and things I had to try, which was like 23 different ones. Drawing them by random. I'm going to do one each map. I think we have like 11 maps. That's okay. I'm going to be eating a lot of candy, a lot more candy than I planned, but I did skip out on eating anything else today, so hopefully that'll even itself out a little bit. I don't know, but it's something I like to do for Halloween. It's kind of like a new tradition I've done, or I like to get a bunch of candies I've never tried, and then just try a lot of new candies. And on Halloween-ish, I mean 30th, 31st. This is my Halloween streams. Yeah. Alright. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to get that candy up. Figure out what candy I'm going to be eating, because I do not know what one yet. It has not been chosen. But it'll be chosen at the next one. So, I like to thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, shorter stream for this particular map, but we have a mixture of short and long ones, so hopefully we'll have some mild reprieves and then a little more in-depth ones too. And like I said, I made this sort of a rule in going forward, at least 45 minutes per map, unless the map ends beforehand, which this one did. And I'm going to have a maximum of 3 lives per, which means if I die 3 times, unless I haven't played for 45 minutes, then that will be kind of like the totality of the map. However, if I die 3 times under 45 minutes. As soon as the 45 minutes hits, I'm going to play